Hi everyone. So I'm going to answer a question here and it's from Senna. So hi Senna, if you're watching, hopefully I pronounced your name wrong or right. Hopefully I have pronounced your name right. If I didn't, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. That is Senna. She asked a lot of different questions. So what I'm going to do is kind of answer these questions throughout different videos. So one of the many questions that she asked is how to properly handle Cronometer on a raw vegan diet. Do you have to weigh everything? That's just part of the question here, guys. But I just figured in this video we'd kind of just talk about Cronometer right now because I find that this is a very important topic to tackle too, because a lot of raw foodies out there and on a lot of raw channels, you'll hear, or even just reading about a raw foods diet, a lot of people talk about weighing your food in the beginning. So you can see about how much and you are getting, what you're getting, and to make sure you're getting enough. And I highly agree with that because a lot of you already know that raw fruits and vegetables are most definitely lower in calories, and so we have to eat a whole lot more. But the problem happens because we have all been brought up on an animal products food, processed foods way of eating. So it's smaller, denser food that's void of water, and they're smaller portions but higher in calories. And so when we come to a raw foods diet, the food, raw fruits and vegetables, are so water rich and so full of water, and the amount that we normally have to eat is a lot to get enough energy in for our bodies and stuff. And that's why we really have to focus on fruit. But that's why I do think it's good to give your body time to adjust. Give your body time to adjust, of course. But you do it on your own terms too. And just real quick, you guys, I am not the health expert. I don't claim to be, and I don't want to be. I am just sharing with you guys my thoughts and opinions and any information that I already know, if it helps you in any way. And I can forward you guys to other YouTubers and other people, health individuals. If you need health coaching or whatever, I can forward you on to other people. But I do not claim to be the health expert or nutritionist at all. I just want to set that straight right now. But eating this way is literally life-changing, and it's a shame not to share it with everybody, okay? Even if there is a lot of people out there with health channels kind of saying the same thing, I think that's awesome, because the more people out there vouching for a raw foods, plant-based way of eating, the better, because we're all here to help each other, and we're all here to help each other. You know, we all deserve a happy, healthy life, for heaven's sakes. So I'm happy to share with you guys. And you know, Cronometer is there to be used as a tool to help you, to help us get back on track, to help us get on track to the way we are truly meant to eat, because we've been taught for so long to eat a certain way. You can't just turn that off. You can't just switch that off, you know. And again, yeah, you got to give your body time, but Cronometer is there to help guide you. And 80-10-10 and these tools and everything, they're things that they're tools that I believe God has created for us to use to help guide us, to help get us back on track, you know. And you know, these are just guidelines. It's not something you have to use on a raw foods diet. It's not something you have to do every day. Anything that other people say about a raw foods diet, it's not something you have to do. They're just guidelines. They're just guidelines to help guide you, to keep you on track, to help you get to the goal that you want, and to help you get to a goal and a state of being that improves your life a lot more, you know. Improves your quality of life, and health is is like number one there, you know, if you ask me. But I mean, it's like health is a big part of your life, and any tools that you can use to help guide you and keep you on track to good health is well worth utilizing. Because essentially what we're doing is we have to retrain ourselves. We have to retrain our brain, retrain ourselves on how to eat properly. Because again, we were trained and brought up to eat a certain way, but now that we've realized the proper way and healthier way of taking care of our bodies, it's a whole new way of eating. So we have to, essentially, we're babies. We're babies, and we have to retrain ourselves on how to eat properly. And so Cronometer is a tool there to help you, to help guide you in helping you retrain yourself on how to eat properly, how to get your health back, you know, and just help you create and manifest those healthier habits in your life in an easier way. So for me, you guys, I know in the beginning I did use Cronometer. I know there's a lot of other nutritional tracking websites out there, but one that has always come to my attention that a lot of other raw foodies talk about, and even the more health professional people talk about, is Cronometer. And Cronometer is free to use. You can do the Cronometer Plus or whatever, which is where you have to pay a fee for it and everything, but you can have just the basic. The basic is just good enough. There's a lot you can do with the basic free version, you know, and it's really fun to do, and it's really neat to track what is in our food and how much we're actually getting. And but I think it is good to do in the beginning just to see what's going on, and you don't have to do it every day. That's one thing I do want to mention, is that I truly believe God did not make it to where we are supposed to be stressing about if we're getting enough in, if we're getting enough calories, if we're getting enough carbohydrates, if we're getting enough fats and proteins every day. We are not supposed to be stressed out about food, about what we're getting. If you're eating raw fruits and vegetables and you're feeling good inside and your body's awesome, then you're eating enough for yourself. Even if it's not 2,000 calories or 2,500 calories, if it's just like 1,500 calories or 1,800 calories and you're feeling good on that, that's what's good for you. And that's in my opinion. But I mean, our bodies are very intelligent. They're highly intelligent, and yes, you want to give your body enough, make sure you're getting enough in, but only you can figure that out for yourself. Only you can figure that out for yourself. So I think it's really good when you're first kind of starting out, is to really give yourself at least a couple of days or even a full week of weighing everything every day and logging it in, just to see what's going on, or to see how much you're getting. And it kind of gives you an idea of where you're at and kind of the next steps and better steps you can take the next time you go to eat, or the next time you go to consume your next meal and everything. So I do think using Cronometer is really good to do, and I still do it to this very day, even though I went low-fat raw vegan in August 2013, and it's 2018 in this video, so it's been 5 years, and I still use Cronometer. I don't log everything in every day anymore. I don't do that. There was a period where I was doing that for a while, so I could really see what was going on and about how much I was getting, because for me personally, I was coming from a health background of under-eating, extreme under-eating, way too much exercise, over-exercising, and I was in a world of hurt. We're not gonna go there, okay? But Cronometer did help me. It really did. And so periodically, I do find myself kind of not eating enough, and that's when I can feel it inside, and that's when I usually start tracking on Cronometer again, and then I start from there I can start seeing, okay, I need to start eating a little bit more fats, a little bit more proteins, and then once I do, I start feeling better, and then okay, so that's how much I need to be eating at this point in my life, or at this point in time right now. My body's wanting this, more of this, and so I kind of go there and I kind of see it and track it on Cronometer, so I know about how much is in the portion of food that I'm eating. So then in time, you as you're eating, when you do it long enough, you kind of automatically already know roughly about how much is in a piece of fruit, or how much is in your normal fruit meal, or how much is in your normal veggie raw dish meals too. So it's kind of interesting. You got to do it enough times, and then it gets ingrained in your brain, you know. But yes, if you ask Miss Staci here, guys, I really do think that using Cronometer is highly recommended, and something you should do in the beginning, I think, because it really helps you with your food choices, and it really shows you how much you really should be eating as you get more adjusted to raw foods. And it's kind of interesting because you can actually put in there the foods that you once used to eat, those nasty junky foods, and see how much is in there, and see just roughly about how much what you were getting on a standard American diet, and you go, holy moly, what? Hardly any vitamins or minerals in there, but loads of fat, loads of sodium, loads of all this bad junk, but no nutrition, you know. And then when you go to a raw foods diet and you log that into Cronometer and you go, holy moly, the perfect amount of calories, the perfect amount of fats, perfect amount of sodium, perfect amount of vitamins and minerals, nutrition is through the roof. And it's like, wow, raw foods is for the human body. It's just amazing. It really opens your eyes. But let's put it like that. That's kind of what Cronometer does, is it kind of really opens your eyes to what is really in your food. Now, I do know that on Cronometer that there's different settings you can put it on, and I know in the it's like your setup and your settings. I have my Cronometer set to 80-10-10. It's 30 bananas a day. There's different settings you can set it to, and it's a low-fat raw vegan, LFRV, 30 bananas a day. And the 30 bananas a day, a lot of you raw foodies already know, comes from Freely the Banana Girl and Durian Rider. Kind of when they were first, they have their own website and everything, and community blog and all that stuff. And when they were fully raw, they had that going and everything. So I'm not sure what the status of the 30 bananas a day website really is, but they do have that on Cronometer. So I have that set on for my settings, because it's 80-10-10. 80% of carbohydrates, 10% proteins, and 10% fats. And that is based off of Dr. Douglas Graham's book, the 80-10-10 diet, which I highly recommend you guys read if you haven't read it. I did do a video on it, but it's a super good book. It's right here, guys. It's a super good book, and I completely agree with it. Let's see. The lighting's bad. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. And 80-10-10, and it's not just a diet. Seriously, raw vegan is not just a diet. It is a lifestyle, like a lot of people talk about, and they're not kidding. It's a lifestyle, and it literally changes your life. It changes your life, and it makes you realize that the human body was meant for raw fruits and vegetables. It was meant for plant foods. It was meant for plant foods to function properly and to live a good quality life. It's plant foods, you guys. It's plant foods, no doubt about it. And also, Cronometer has their own YouTube channel too. There's a lot of different videos on how to use Cronometer, so you most certainly can go, just type in the YouTube search Cronometer, and they have their own channel. And there's a lot of other people on the YouTube that kind of do an overview of Cronometer and kind of how they enter food into Cronometer too. But I know I do some nutritional tracking videos that I love to do of raw meals, and it kind of shows you guys, show you guys guys what's all jam-packed in there in those raw fruits and vegetables. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's so good for you. But it's just really, it's really interesting. Okay, everybody, so hopefully this video helped you out in some way. Hopefully it did. So remember to love being raw, you guys. Put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you, and I'll see you guys next video, okay? Bye, guys.